And hello, everybody! Seth Cole here at the NNSCRA Sports Channel with, I don't believe it, another NR 2003 oriented video. Oh my goodness, I thought he was dead. Okay, so anyway, this is going to be a very important video for a certain number of people. Why? Because this is going to be the announcement video of the 6 drivers that will be inducted into the 2015 class for the NNSCRA Hall of Fame. As I said, last season, I think we inducted 5 people. This season, we're inducting 6. Next season, in 2016, we'll induct 7, and on up as the years progress. We are still going to be inducting in drivers, even though Snickers Mobile, Oreo are over. There are still other organizations that are running NNSCRA series, or I should say other channels running NNSCRA series. And so there still are drivers that are going to be making their way into the Hall of Fame each and every year. But there is a quick little announcement I'd like to make beforehand, and that is that this channel, despite the fact that the 3 main series are now at an end, this channel has hit 1,150 subscribers. I gotta thank you guys so much, and I gotta also thank 2 people in particular, Levi McIntyre and Michael Norman, who have brought their series over onto this channel. The Walmart Cup series by Levi McIntyre and the Budweiser All-Pro series is coming over here to this channel as well. Norman in the closing stages of his season over on his channel, McKinley Man 93, and then he'll be bringing it over to this channel. These 2 keeping the NR 2003 aspect alive. Of course, I'm trying to do my part with the Royal Rumble and such, but I gotta thank those 2 guys. They are a big part of the reason why this channel is still continuing to grow and continuing to have NR 2003 races season-wise on this channel. And I gotta thank each and every one of you as well. That I'm so shocked. I thought that there was only so far you could go as far as NR 2003, and maybe some of the gaming that we're doing, maybe that's bringing in subscribers. Maybe you guys are enjoying the gaming videos that are coming out. But whatever the case, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. But you guys don't want to hear me rambling. You want to know who's made it into the Hall of Fame. Now, last season, I ended up taking it upon myself to induct 2 drivers into the Hall of Fame. That's last year because they had been in since Race 1, Season 1 of Oreo Mobile and Snickers, and that was Anthony McCurry and Sean Gallion. This season, I thought about doing the same thing. However, when I ended up seeing the top 6 vote getters by you, the fans, and then I looked back over their career, I thought, you know what, this definitely is Hall of Fame worthy for all 6 of them. And so therefore, I have stepped aside. I have not executed who I thought should get a reserve spot in the Hall of Fame, and I have left it up completely to you, the fans, and you, the fans, have inducted in the 6 that I will be announcing into this year's Hall of Fame of 2015. So without further ado, let's get into it. We ended up actually having a 3-way tie. We had a tie for first place in vote getters, we had a tie for second place in vote getters, and then we had a tie for third place in vote getters. Ironically enough, our top 6 vote receivers. So we'll start first off with our 2 top vote getters. Kind of ironic too, but we'll get to that in just a minute. So the first driver to be inducted into the 2015 class into the NNSCRA Hall of Fame is Charles Sanfer. Charles Sanfer will be the first one inducted in. He was tied with the most votes received, a total of 14 votes. He made his debut back in Season 4. He, in the time of 6 seasons, accumulated 5 victories between trucks and Snickers. He did not have a Mobile and Cup Series victory in his career. He also, in Season 7, ended up picking up a Daytona 500 victory when he drove for Michael Waltrip Racing. And his highest finish in Snickers Cup Series points was, of course, Season 9 when he had 3 victories. That was a career high for him. 3 victories in Season 9. And he finished in the Final 4 in the battle for the championship, finished 4th in the Snickers Cup Series points. So congratulations to Charles Sanfer on making the class of 2015 and being inducted into the 2015 NNSCRA Hall of Fame. Next driver, not much of a surprise, but a little bit of irony. Charles Sanfer will be joined in the Hall of Fame by teammate Jessica Shelton. Jessica Shelton will be in the Hall of Fame for 2015. Those two, of course, were teammates for Retro Racing Enterprises in the second half of Season 9, and of course the full last season, Season 10 of Snickers Cup. Jessica Shelton made her debut back in Season 6. During that time, she accumulated 8 victories in Trucks, Mobile, and Snickers Cup Series competition, including a season-high 4 victories in the final season, Season 10, where, of course, she became the first and only female champion in NNSCRA's 3-core series competition, taking the Snickers Cup Series championship in its final season. Congratulations to Jessica Shelton on making the Hall of Fame here in 2015. Next two drivers ended up tying as far as votes with 10 votes apiece. The first one, if I can get to him, made his debut all the way back in Season 2. I'd forgotten he'd been in NNSCRA competition for so long, and that was Mr. James McLeod. James McLeod debuted back in Season 2. During that time, he accumulated 17 victories in Oreo, Mobile, and Snickers Cup Series competition. As a matter of fact, he is in the top 10 list in all-time wins in all 3 of the series. He also ended up picking up a Daytona 500 victory back in Season 5, and he was the Season 8 Mobile 1 Cup Series champion. So James McLeod, who, according to the books, has been around since Season 2, a long time in the competition, has quite a resume heading into the Hall of Fame for 2015. Kind of ironic, James McLeod is going to be in the Hall of Fame, and so too will a driver that most oftentimes I would get McLeod and this driver confused with each other when I first started out having them in my series. But nonetheless, if I remember correctly too, he just barely missed out on the Hall of Fame last year, but he's in this year, and that is, if I can find him on here, maybe I don't have him on here. I was pretty sure I did. Guess not. Well, see if I have him. I was pretty sure I had his car, but I guess I don't. Well, Nope, apparently I don't have his car. Oh, wait a minute. No, I do have his car. I'm sorry. I was thinking back to Season 9. That is my bad. I do apologize. Completely unprofessional on my part. But anyway, I will, while we're waiting for this list to go down, I'll tell you that he ended up debuting back in Season 5. If memory serves me correctly, in his rookie season, he ended up picking up 2 victories in Snickers Cup. There he is. James Silverfox is in the Hall of Fame here for 2015. During the time he spent in NNSCRA competition, he accumulated 9 victories between Trucks and Snickers. And his best career finish was back in Season 5 when he had those 2 victories when he drove the number 19 Dodge. He finished 13th in the standings, and that was the only Snickers Cup Series chase that he ever made in his Snickers Cup Series career. So I apologize for that little fail on my part, but James Silverfox is inducted into the Hall of Fame. And now we're gonna go down the list here, so that way I won't have to take as long. So the next driver to make his way into the Hall of Fame is Cody Lamas. Cody Lamas ended up getting a total of 9 votes. Cody Lamas, who a lot of times we end up being the hard luck driver. Things just always seem to go wrong for him, but something goes right for him today as he was inducted into the 2015 Hall of Fame. He ended up debuting back in Season 4, so he's been around for quite a while. During that time, he accumulated 9 victories in Oreo Mobile and Snickers Cup Series competition, his most recent being at Kentucky in Snickers competition in Season 10. He also ended up finishing 13th highest in the standings that season in the Snickers Cup Series chase, the only chase he made, and the highest he finished in Snickers Cup Series points in his career. And the final driver to make it into the Hall of Fame, was tied with Cody Lamas with 9 votes, is going to be Mr. Chris Dollarten, who made his debut back in Season 4. During that time, he accumulated 8 victories. That was in Trucks, Mobile, and Snickers Cup Series competition. And he also ended up picking up the championship in the Oreo Truck Series back in Season 5 when he drove the number 83 Toyota Tundra. So, that is your class of 2015. Thank you all, everybody, for voting, and congratulations to Charles Sanfer, Jessica Shelton, James McLeod, James Silverfox, Cody Lamas, and Chris Dollarten on making it into the Hall of Fame here for 2015. 2 Daytona 500 winners and 3 former NNSCRA champions, 1 from Snickers, 1 from Mobile, and 1 from Oreo, making it into the Hall of Fame. So thank you to everybody who voted. I do appreciate it. Your votes counted, and after tallied up, these are the 6 that have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. Keep in mind, next year, around this same time, we will be inducting 7 drivers into the NNSCRA Hall of Fame. So be sure to keep your eyes on NNSCRA sanctioned events and see who you think is Hall of Fame worthy for next year. Again, your class of 2015 are Charles Sanfer, Jessica Shelton, James McLeod, James Silverfox, Cody Lamas, and Chris Dollarten. I'm Seth Cole. Thanks for watching. We will see you guys next time with whatever comes out here on the NNSCRA Sports Channel, offline racing and gaming at its best.